All right, bro, I'm going to teach you how to combat brain rot. So this video will teach you how to get your brain back, how you're going to get your attention back, how you're going to stop being addicted to instant dopamine and gratification, how you're going to be able to concentrate on things for longer periods of time, how to heal your brain, basically, how to restore your brain to a normal working brain that it was before you became a technology addict. Back when you were, 10 years old, back when you could enjoy things such as being outside and watching the fucking sunset. I'm just trying not to think of really cringe things, but you know what I mean. Back when you could just be a normal human being before your brain got rotted up with technology, social media, scrolling, watching videos, right? So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna introduce more solitude into your life. Now, I made a video detailing what solitude is. So this video definitely has to accompany that video, right? These two go hand in hand. So you need to understand what solitude is, but I'll just give a very brief rundown. It is essentially being unplugged. It is essentially not having anything in your ears or not having any input from anybody else, right? In other words, spending time in silence. And I say silence in quote marks because you're not literally in silence, but you're more what I call enjoying the sounds of life. So let me give some examples, or let me just dive straight in and the examples will flow. So the way you're going to unlock more solitude is by picking activities that you already do and then consciously deciding that in those activities, you are not going to plug yourself in. Rather, you're going to do these activities just by yourself. Let me give some examples from my life. So my entire teenage life, as long as I can remember, I have been addicted to headphones, basically. Or said another way, always listening to something. When I'm driving, there's music playing. When I'm in the gym, I've got my headphones on. When I'm doing my post-workout cardio, I've got my headphones on. When I'm cooking my post-workout meal, headphones on. Eating it, headphones on. I'm either watching a YouTube video, listening to a podcast, Spotify, something. When I go on a walk, it's either audiobook or music or podcast or something. I'm always plugged in. I'm always listening to something, and there's always input from other people's minds. That's the definition of solitude. Check out my video if you need more clearance on what solitude really means. And I'll just give a quick disclaimer. Solitude doesn't mean being silent. Solitude doesn't mean being a loner. Solitude doesn't mean just staring at a wall doing nothing. No. It means what it means in my video. So cool. Anyways, like I'm saying, I spent my entire life being plugged in. And so the way I've combated my brain rot and healed myself is I picked activities that I'm already doing in daily life, and slowly, one by one, I unplugged myself within that activity. So let me give an example. Now, I don't listen to anything when I'm in the car. There's no music, there's no Spotify, there's no audiobook, nothing. I'm just driving, listening to the sounds of life, listening to the way it sounds when I change gears, listening to other drivers beeping, listening to the way my tires sound on the road, right? I'm just driving in silence. It's not actual silence, but you get what I mean, silence. Likewise, I don't listen to anything in the gym. Not for the workout, not for the post-workout cardio. Likewise, I don't listen to anything when I go on my morning walk. Now, and a couple other examples. I don't listen to anything as I'm cooking my food. I don't listen to anything as I'm eating my food. So that's how I've personally incorporated solitude in my life to heal my brain. But how can you do the same? Where I think you should start is just picking one thing in your life that you currently do plugged in and do that unplugged, right? And make it the easiest thing and make it the shortest thing. So for example, for you, you could do something like this. You could say, every time I go to the corner shop to buy eggs and milk, I won't take my headphones with me. I won't listen to anything, no music, no Spotify, nothing. I'll just go to the corner shop, just walking in silence. Silence, remember, silence. Just walking in silence. That could be one for you. Another one that could be for you, which this is a big one, and this is where everyone will push back against me and say, no, I could never do that. How can you do that? Drive in silence. Try it, bro. Try it. I bet you can't. And sorry to trigger you here, but I bet you can't. I bet you can't hop in your car and just go on a journey without Spotify. I bet you can't do it without listening to a podcast. And I know you can't because I know what it feels like to not be able to. I know what it feels like to have that itch to want to listen to something. The amount of times I've hopped in my car and I've just started driving and I had to pull over because I realized, damn, there's nothing playing. The amount of times I've had something playing and I told myself, like, okay, Omar, pause it. Like, it's probably best if we, spend some time with our thoughts alone, just ruminating. But I couldn't because as soon as I would pause, I'd instantly get bored. Like the boredom would just kick in. I think, no, I have to put a song on. I have to. Likewise in the gym, I used to think that I can't train without music. I'd be in the gym, and if my headphones died or if I forgot my headphones, I think, yep, well, this is now just going to be a mediocre workout. I'm not going to be able to push myself as hard, X, Y, Z. And so don't start with the most difficult removal of being plugged in. And don't start with the longest one. Start easy. Start with a walk down to the shops that you're now going to do in silence. Start with maybe during your workout, you have your headphones in and you're plugged in. But then for your 15-minute post-workout cardio, do that with no headphones. Just be on the treadmill, just in silence. Just be on that Stairmaster just in silence. Or maybe create your food, right? Cook in the kitchen without any input, right? No headphones, no music, nothing. But then when you eat the meal, okay, then load up your YouTube, then load up your Spotify or whatever. But slowly over time, try and reduce the amount of times you're plugged in and increase the amount of times you're in solitude. Now, the key for this to actually work and have an effect is that you must choose activities that you do on a daily basis that will now become solitude activities. So don't just unplug yourself and not listen to music when you go on I'm trying to think of a random example. I should probably write my examples down beforehand, but don't just do it on a random activity you do once every 2 weeks. No, that's not going to help. You have to introduce solitude into something you do on a daily, regular basis. All of us drive, all of us go to the gym, all of us eat food, all of us... Oh, here's another one. Here's a fantastic... Oh, this is going to be fantastic. All of us shit, yeah? Don't try to tell me you don't shit. I know you fucking shit. So when you go to the toilet, don't take your phone. Spend the time on the toilet in solitude. And you'll be surprised at how good of a wipe you can get when you're not distracted on your phone. Trust me, bro. It's the accuracy with the wipe. This is how you know I'm fucking weird. The accuracy with the wipe is 10-10 when you're not distracted by your phone. Anyways, that's a super simple one. Whenever you go to the bathroom, no phone, no headphones, no music, no Spotify, no nothing, just solitude. So, yeah, this has been my advice. This is how you're going to counteract your brain-rotten brain. This is how you're going to get your memory back, your attention span back. This is how you're going to be a normal human being and stop being a fucking zombie, basically. You're going to incorporate solitude into a daily activity you do in your life. You're going to start with the easiest and shortest activity. And once you've got that down pat, then you're going to move on to the next activity. I didn't start off by cutting out input in the gym, in post-workout cardio, while driving, while cooking food, while making food. No, I started off with just one of them. And that one was, which one did I start with? I think I started off with driving. Yeah. Quite a big leap for your first one, but I think, yeah, I don't know. I just guess because I was just better than you, I guess. Joking. But yeah, I started off with driving. And now my rule is, no matter what, whenever I drive, I don't listen to anything. No matter how long the drive is, driving will always be my solitude time. Driving will always be my time in silence. I'm not listening to anything while driving. In terms of the gym and post-workout cardio, I'll play around with that. I think I can, listen, get a good podcast down while I work out. But then in the post-workout cardio, I'll have my solitude moments. I'll still play around for my personal life. But one rule that's definitely sticking is solitude while driving. So yeah, that's been my advice for you. Start small. Pick an item that you can do. It's not an item, but you get what I mean. Pick a activity that you can do daily and just unplug yourself. The easiest ones to start with is when you go to the toilet, when you're going to the corner shop, or when you're driving. With that said, make sure you check out the solitude video. Make sure you understand what solitude really means. It doesn't mean being a loner. It doesn't mean staring at a blank wall in silence, doing nothing with your thoughts. No, there's a very specific definition, so check that out. With that said, if I'm on your screen right now, then I've kept your interest somehow. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Take care.